Alright, this is going to be kind of a quick video, actually, for once. So
Are you sure about that?
The concept of unboxing for videos, for hack channels, let's say on YouTube, is, I think, important. Also for other channels, too, out there that don't focus on hacks, that unbox for technology, for sure. But I am more inclined with hat unboxings being an important part of a foundation and an aspect of hat channels and hat content on YouTube and on social media that is a pro and con for unboxing. Con is more of a what could happen. Now the pros of unboxing the first time on camera is the initial reaction that you have. That maybe it's your Grail hat that is over a year old. That Grail hats aren't really under a year from when they were being released. Or maybe it's a hat that combines your favorite baseball team and your favorite movie or whatever they connect to for the collection, or another team, or it's like the dubbed hat of the year from the hat community, from the fitted community. Like, it's a hat of the year, it's a collection of the year, hands down, it's gonna be amazing, and that's what's important, was that initial reaction. Now, I had opened this Lids HD box up. My intent was to do it on a live stream on Instagram. Two things, though. One, no one fucking watches me on Instagram Live anymore. I mean, granted, it's kind of late at night at 11 o'clock Central Time. But there's still some people out there, in the West Coast, perhaps. Anyways, still, even if I was, an hour early, no one would watch me. But I was also using these hats in here for a different video. And I'm they help with my case for what I want to say in the this debate video that I have. I don't know if it's out before this video or after, but I talk about the flags on the New Era hats, whether it be color or tonal. But so I kind of jumped the gun, and there was something negative with the shipping to it. Now, this is my first Lids HD hat. I mean, Lids HD, they shipped it out. It came from Lids originally, but I haven't really bought too many Lids HD hats, because I got this Nationals one, this Cardinal Sunset. It was this stone UV. I liked it because it was maroon with the color and had some gold accent to it, just in the side patch. And that's my colors for Concordia, where I went to college. That was early June. And then the hat I had bought before that from Lids HD was the mint hat, the chocolate mint, the dark mint. This was from February of 2022, and yes, I see your hand in the back there, and I know you're going to be asking, Professor Hatter, didn't you predict that Lids HD would be a thing, that it would happen? Yes, I did predict that a year ago, or a year before Lids HD came out, that it would be a thing, but that doesn't mean that I have to buy from them, because they've had good hats, but nothing that I was enthralled into that I needed to have. So that's why I haven't really bought a whole lot. And they've had some bad hats, like the money hat. Yeah, no. But the hats that they came out with recently came from Lids originally in stores. The Oceanside. Yes, the Oceanside hats, because there is a difference, because there's the Ocean Drive from Hat Club, and the Ocean Side from Lids. So things got really, really creative over there between those two guys, those two companies. Again, when I had predicted Lids HD, I was also talking about the great 3-year hat war between Lids and Hat Club, and if they're having practically the same names on hats, maybe no one's winning. Anyways, so the thing that I like with unboxings is the initial reaction to, oh my god, this hat is amazing, it's better than I expected it to be, or, you know, the colors just look better on picture online than it does in hand, or in these cases, the brims are wavy, they're slanted. I don't know how well the camera can pick that up, because it would have been nice to have that initial reaction of, oh man, they're warped. I mean, I don't know how well the camera can pick it up, but it is warped. Trying to see if you can tell being on the ground here. Not as bad with the Braves hat, but for sure with the Orioles, it's kind of up on the, when you look at the hat, it's up on the right side, and then it's kind of maybe curved up a little bit. But this is why unboxings are important, because if things like this happen of insufficient satisfaction in delivery occurs, kind of easier to show it initially than to be like, well, you know, you unboxed it before you were on camera, so what makes us believe that you didn't tamper with it? I've only had them in the box. I know that might be hard to believe, but I've only had them in the box since I opened them. I didn't even like try to bend them back. I have not done a thing like that. So, tell me again why I'm paying $10 fucking for one option for shipping. I mean, does that $10 only make it fast shipping? Because, I mean, granted, for geography, they're coming from the Indianapolis area. I'm in Chicago. So it's kind of it's not that too long of a drive for them to get to me. Compared to if I was like ordering like from Fanatics and it's coming either from Henderson in the Las Vegas area, or it's coming from Jacksonville, then it's going to take a little bit of time. Or if it's coming from Toppers, then it's going to come faster. Anyways, so is that $10 just for the fast shipping, or is that $10 also for the handling? Because if it's for the handling, then I want $5 back from my order. This is not handled well. I mean, I remember when Hat Club had put a video out there and they're like flipping hats, and people were like losing their shit about it. That like, oh, they're mistreating the hats. I mean, I don't think that's what the Lids people were doing with these hats, but I've had this happen in the past when shopping with Lids, and I'm gonna include Fanatics in there too, because being online, you're all connected at the hip there. I had gotten... Now, this was way wonkier in the past. It's kind of settled down, but I've had it happen once, maybe twice, with uneven brims ordering online through... Actually, I think you can probably tell there's like a little bit of a gap between the table and the bottom of the brim there. Just kind of unacceptable. It's like, why are you overcharging me for shipping and handling when you're not handling it properly? I mean, I can understand that, alright, you have to put the hats in the boxes at a fast pace so they can get shipped out, but wouldn't it be nice to just, you know, observe the hat, to be like, you know what? The brim is not flat, it's not even. I will fix this, or we'll get a new one, or maybe in production from New Era, that's where the problem is, that they didn't see this initially. I don't know who to blame really, but I'm gonna blame someone. It's just easier to blame Lids because I've been kind of on that Lids rant banter for a while now. So again, tell me why I'm paying $10 fucking for shipping plus handling, perhaps, if they're coming in this way. Now, with my other two hats, wasn't the case. Now that's a small population to go off of, a small pool of info to go off of, but this really shouldn't be happening when it's Lids. I mean, Lids is still the Titan name of the hat world, so this just does not seem like Lids quality. And I haven't contacted anyone out there about it. I mean, I might mention it just for the fact that for the future, hey, please reassess the process with the associates and the workers that do the packing and the quality control check, that if something is like this, then to reevaluate the satisfaction of the hat construct to make it more appealing, to make it not look as distorted with the quality. I mean, I know I've seen in the past with like boxes just absolutely crushed by FedEx, primarily, sometimes the post office with like Hat Club hats, but that's different. That's from the shipper. This is not, I mean, the box was in good condition and they're shipped in bags, but this is coming from the source of Lids and maybe New Era. So it's just frustrating that, and you also get that one option for shipping. You don't get a choice, because when, kind of relatable here, where when I'm at work with Best Buy, they always tell us to offer to the customer the Best Buy credit card and the Best Buy Total-Tech support membership system. And you can't pick and choose, like, oh, well, you know, they're just getting a cable, so I'm not going to offer them. In theory, you should offer every time, even if it's just a cable. The idea is that my manager tells us is, you are not there to make the choice for the customer if they want the card or not, or if they want the membership or not. It's not up to you to make the decision for them. It's up to you to offer the option for them. And then they can make the decision on their own. Which, usually they choose wrong and then don't get the card or don't get the membership, and then we get yelled at like, hey, you get more memberships and cards, and it's the whole conundrum. But, Lids, you don't give us customers an option of shipping. I totally like the idea that you want faster shipping to be competitive with other places, but the fact that there's $10 shipping, and for the most part, my 20% off discount as a Lids Access Pass member takes $10 off the price of the hat. They cancel each other out, which doesn't really feel like I'm saving anything. It's just basically free shipping. So, don't do that. Don't do that. First of all, give us an option of cheap shipping, which I would take more often, to be honest, because there are some people that, you know, want the cheaper shipping because either they want to save on money or they don't necessarily care about getting their hats in a rush. Some people do, but to only have that one option, I guess I'm gonna get my hat in a rush then. And when they get rushed, we get this. So, I thought we were in a rehab year, Lids, that we were going to get better. I mean, yes, this is Lids HD that is separate, but not really totally separate, because especially with like these hats, these came from Lids stores originally, so I had a little bit more of an expectation that these would be in better condition. I mean, the hats themselves are great. I love these hats. The colors here with the peach bottom and the navy. But it's just, again, with the fact that the brims are a little wonky. There's some threads that are kind of sticking out on these hats, just hanging out and unsutured, uncut. I mean, I'll buy again from Lids and Lids HD, you know, when the hats look good. But give us an option for shipping and for shipping charges. And when you do, make sure that that money is valued, that you don't necessarily, you know, spit in our face with that $10 shipping charge or $5 in the future if you go back to a cheaper option. Make sure our money is valued when handling the hats. So let me know in the comments down below if you had any issues like this with the Oceanside Lids HD hats, or if you've had any other issues like this with Lids HD specifically. Because if I talk about Lids and Fanatics, and then they're kind of like the same thing, it gets too complicated. What are your thoughts about shipping options? Should there be an option for us? Should we have a choice, or should we just be only spoon-fed and forced one option? Let me know in the comments down below. That's really about it. There'll be a link in the description down below. GoFundMe page for getting help for field trip materials. And if you can, otherwise subscribe. Subscribing is more important and more valued. But yeah, that's all for today. Hands off to you as always for watching. I will see you next time in class, everyone. Class is dismissed. Bye, everyone.